It's really hard doing what I do sometimes because I'm not naturally extroverted. In fact, to be honest, I'm an introvert. Part of who I am is the guy who wants to kind of avoid the crowds and avoid conflict and conversation and engaging with people, and I'm quite happy to kind of work from a distance. When I first started doing what I was doing, and when I first turned pro and I was running on fell races and park runs, I would quite happily just not talk to anyone for the whole thing and just deal with everything kind of like over email beforehand and then on email after the event and stuff. And obviously as my career's developed and the business has taken off, it means that I have to engage more with people. And that's okay, that's part of the work, it's part of the game, and I get that. But my natural state is to be introverted, and as a sports photographer, that's no bad thing. If you're extroverted watching this, brilliant. If you're introverted watching this, brilliant. There's no right or wrong personality type that allows you to be a better sports photographer. I'm not a better sports photographer than other people because I'm introverted. I'm not a worse sports photographer because I'm not extroverted. It's about finding who you are as a person and then playing to that strength. So I know that I work better when I can take a step back and I can work from a distance, put me on a slightly longer lens, allow me to blend in with the crowd. And then I can start working and getting better candid shots and better shots around kind of what's going on in those moments that most people miss. And I can do that because I'm introverted, because I will happily step back. And if you've ever met me at a race or an event or a netball game or anything like that, I can be quite chatty and you'll notice that, you know, I might come across as confident. My natural state is to always revert to being introverted. It's always to revert to being quiet and on my own. So if I'm out working away and I'm in a hotel or, you know, I'm abroad and whatnot, like I'll be social and I'll go out when we meet up and do the work that we need to do, but I'll then often retreat back to a hotel room just to be on my own, to work through photos, all that kind of stuff, because that's kind of my natural state. It's where I feel more centered. What I'm trying to do is trying to get you to understand that you have to play to your strengths. If you're extroverted and you're chatty and you're social and, you know, you're out there and you're a bit of a party animal, brilliant. It's going to allow you to get certain images that introverts won't be able to get. But on the flip of that, if you're like me and you're naturally a bit shy and you're naturally willing to stand off, then you can get images that extroverts can't get. You can get those candid moments. You can get those moments from a distance that most people won't see. Being an introvert allows me to take my time. It allows me to watch and look and pay attention to what's happening because I'm looking at a much bigger view. I'm looking from a further distance so I can take more of it in. And that's not necessarily going to say that extroverts can't do that. They're going to get a different type of image. But as a creative, naturally, I'm introverted, and that's absolutely fine. The trick and what I'm trying to kind of get across in this video is that I want you to play to your strengths. I want you to identify who you are and be self-aware as to who you are as a person, and then use that as a strength and not a weakness. If you're introverted like me, use it as a strength. If you're extroverted and you're out there and you're a bit of a party animal, use it as a strength. Use it as a way to kind of get more from what you do. There's no right or wrong, and that's absolutely fine. If you haven't already, hit subscribe, hit like, and give me a follow on Instagram. I do really appreciate that. Down in the description below, there's some links to get notified on my new sports photography course, which is going to be about how to make money in sports photography. I'm going to be planning to take you through exactly how I've started the business, exactly what I do, how I do it, so that you can understand that you as a sports photographer can make some money as well. Have a brilliant rest of the week. Have a brilliant rest of your day. Stay safe, stay home, and we'll see you all again very soon.